This smile right here, yeah, that wasn't there for a while.
Ken and I had never, ever sought somebody out to help us with our relationship. The one thing we kept saying was, we want somebody in person. Just couldn't find that person. Things would come up. All of a sudden, Stacy came up and she called me back. And there was an instant connection. Instant. And Ken and I looked at each other and we're like, oh my God.
Stacy is an incredible intuitive to the point where she just has to be present and you come up with your own answers.
She's genius in what she does. I just look at her. I call her my angel, which she is. She looks like an angel too. Her eyes sparkle. She's beautiful.
Something about her level of honesty that you can tell that she's very sincere.
What surprised me in speaking with Stacy was just this ability to reconnect with myself as a child, the innocence that I had as a kid.
Stacy has really helped me get out of my shell and speak my heart and speak my truth and be more vulnerable, because growing up as a man, you're always told by your dad and your family, oh, be a man, man up, or, that type of thing. And you don't have that feminine side and you don't have that openness and that heart.
She came into our lives like this storm. It was just, and we connected with her immediately.
There was a connection that Stacy made with us as a couple, and there was a connection that she made with each of us. Well, we wouldn't have been able to do what we have done in the last few months if we had to do it the traditional way.
I knew Stacy and Mark previously. I just trusted them that their input, whatever guidance they were going to provide, I went in with the expectation that, it is going to help. So I went in open.
It's as if my inner self was crying out for help. The universe answered and Stacy showed up.
They have certain exercises, certain things that they do to get them to where they are.
Stacy gave me a lot of tools to work with to calm those fears and also to see they weren't real. And that happened a lot with meditation.
Stacy and Mark gave us the gems. Talk about a golden nugget, talk about a diamond. Things started to shift.
His ability to kind of cut through, really call it out when I'm talking in circles, and then Stacy's like, nope, no, what does that really mean? Or what's underneath that? And I appreciate that.
646 with the breathing technique multiple times a day. It's the best way to recenter yourself and to refocus on your vision.
There was a lot of gems in the program, and the gems that worked best for me were all the breathing and meditation work, and also getting together as a group with Stacy and Mark really got me into a better place, in a better headspace, if you want to say that, or a heart space.
How to actually let go of things that affect me, let go of anger, let go of hurt, and not let it linger, not let it just say ruin my day or turn into 2 days, 3 days, 4 days a week.
I still have my phone set up with the 1 minute alarms to take 5 1-minute breaks throughout my day, just to refocus yourself and recenter yourself.
When we started to learn how to meditate, and as a Christian, meditation is not something we're taught to meditate on the word day and night, but not the meditation that we were doing.
I was really able to kind of shift my being from a place where I was really in a negative space to a space of possibility, a space of love, and a space of love not only for myself, but just to everybody. So that really created the sensation that, everything was going to continue to be okay.
Journaling, I thought, was going to be annoying. I still journal probably 3 or 4 times a week at this point.
Really profound for me is recognizing how much I struggle to dream big, to have a big vision for what it is that I'm working towards in my life. That was a big moment for me when we started to dig into what is my vision, what is it all for, what do I want for myself, for my family, for everything that I'm creating in my life.
Know how to be more open and be more vulnerable. So it has transcended and transformed my life 100%.
I feel a sense of freedom. I'm not a prisoner to my own thoughts. If I have negative thoughts now, and all those feelings rise up again, meditation, and it's always meditation for me.
Because you're not only building your relationship with the person you love, but you're really building yourself, you as an individual. And she makes you see that, that is so important, to be able to really work toward becoming your authentic self.
You can tell that she's just not a professional who's just doing her day-to-day just for the check. It's something that she actually enjoys, and she loves to see people grow. And I think that's something that I admired her, because you can tell that she actually loves doing what she does.
The breathing, the second thing that was impactful was the visioning things that I had wanted in my life.
I think just that energy, putting that energy out in the world, really opened up a lot of relationships and kind of doors for me to walk into.
What she always tells me is, it's time for you to love yourself and focus on you. And then I'm in a rut. That's always what I remember. It's time to love yourself. It's time to focus on yourself.
She's like, okay, this is what I want you to do. And then she walked me through the steps of breathing and focusing on my breath, and the rise and the fall and of my breathing. And she took me on this journey to go back to where it all began, to my little girl self. Yes, our communication has definitely improved as well.
What I really enjoyed was the interaction with other couples, and the being vulnerable, and seeing other couples vulnerable.
I knew to trust the journey, and I knew to trust her implicitly. So, I would tell myself to keep focusing on that energy that she has, and the love that I feel when I'm speaking to her.
I would 100% recommend the program. I would always tell people, for anyone who is wanting to partake in the program, is to do it with an open mind and an open heart.
Our programs are amazing. Say, go for it. I mean, she could change your life, through her. She's so passionate about this, She's been on a journey. We've all have been on a journey. So, and she's very gifted in knowing how to direct you in the proper direction. She'll pick up on your energy. Yes, the answer is yes, 1,000 times yes. Okay.
She's amazing. I would tell them you don't need to think twice. I would say just hear her speak for the first time, and you'll understand what I'm saying.
Definitely, I would recommend the 21-day program, because it is going to help you. It's going to focus you to look at yourself and look at things that you actually want to improve, and maybe point out some areas that you had never even thought about, or give you certain gems that never would have entered into your mind or you would have thought to do.
I personally would highly recommend the 21-day awakening program. It has helped and continues to help us. We are learning or relearning how to trust each other. We're finding joy in our conversations. We are enjoying each other's company more. And so in that trust, it brought out more intimacy.
It really was this divine intervention that just put all the pieces together. It was so out of our realm.
It's a belief system. It's changing your paradigm. So yeah, definitely do the 21-day awakening. It will change your life. Trust me, Stacey and Mark will get you to where you need to go.